It is on this note that I have to update you on sports as this remains our objective right here on Voice of the People TV. My name is Cucurella. Let's start the show this morning from our local news where Nigerian clubs had a bad outing regardless of, just Bendel Insurance coming through with that result against Clef, with our penalty that puts them ahead in the African soil for Nigeria to be exact. But let's go and look into this one where Nigeria will have no representative. This doesn't sound cool for the country. In this season, CAF Champions League faced elimination as Eyimba and Remo Stars, who have been out of the tournament. Eyimba and Djibouti Remo Stars lost out in the first preliminary round to Al Ali Benghazi and SC Modeme of Libya, respectively. Eyimba played out a goalless draw in the second tie against Al Ali Benghazi in Aba, failing to overturn the 4-3 loss they suffered in the first leg. Remo Stars, on the other hand, bowed out of the 2-3 defeat on penalties after the game ended in 1-1 on aggregate. Medema goalkeeper Felix Kier saves 3 spot kicks from Olalekan Adebayo, Okon Anyemike, and Samuel Anekwe during the shootout. For the second consecutive season, Remo Stars have now failed to make it beyond the first round in CAF club competition. The exit of both clubs leave Bendel Insurance and Rivers United as the only Nigerian clubs left on the continent. Benin Arsenal, Bendel Insurance, who themselves eliminated Clef of Algeria in the dramatic shootout, will face Morocco RS Bakene, while Rivers United will clash with Etoile Flante of Burkina Faso in the next round. The winners of both ties will qualify for the group phase of CAF Confederation Cup. How cool is it for me? Does it sound good? Just what it is. Now let's talk about Formula One on the show. Red Bull boss Christian Horner hailed Max Verstappen as simply untouchable after he secured a record equaling 9 times in a row of Sunday, and even his closest rival were inclined to agree. Spaniard Fernando Alonso, who finished second for Aston Martin as Zandvoort in the race that went from dry to wet and back again, said the 25-year-old Dutch driver was operating on a higher level. Verstappen has won 11 of the season 13 races, 20 of the last 24, and the only lingering doubt about the third world championship is where he will secure it and how many round of spare he will be having for Max Verstappen. Okay, well, next on, let's talk about tennis. Novak Djokovic in the news, but don't forget the US Open is still very much open. It sounds open, but that's just what it is. The US Open is still very much open. It's still very much okay. Novak Djokovic, now 36, who is a 7th international, thrashed Frenchman Alexander Moula 6-love, 6-2, 6-3 on his long-awaited US Open return on Monday, guaranteeing he will take back the #1 ranking from Carlos Alcaraz. The 36-year-old Serbian star, who missed last year's tournament over his refusal to be vaccinated against COVID-19, is chasing the 24th Grand Slam title and play Spain's Bernabé Zapata Miralles in round 2. Djokovic, a 3-time US Open Championship, reeled off the opening 8 games of the match before Moula belatedly got off the board, earning sympathetic applause from a crowd including former US President Barack Obama and his wife, Michelle Obama. The second seed showed the little mercy of his overmatched rival, breaking serve 8 times and clinching victory in an hour and 35 minutes. That's for Djokovic. Now, still talking about tennis, okay. World #1 Iga Swiatek launched her US Open title defense on Monday with a ruthless 6-love, 6-1 win over Sweden Rebecca Pedersen in the first round. Swiatek, whose grip on top spot is under threat from Arina Sabalenka in New York, needed just 58 minutes to dispose of the 86th ranked Pedersen. The pole bidding for the 5th Grand Slam title goes on to face Daria Seville of Australia in round 2. She's now 18-1 in first round matches at the majors. And that's for Iga Swiatek. I love to talk about this lady because she's a Polish international, not about the country where she's coming from, but because about what she has brought on time. I love to say that she's just extraordinary, exceptional lady who is making her mark on court any time and a day. You talk about the US Open, you should be referencing legendaries in the game, living legends like the likes of, Iga Swiatek, like you heard me say, and also Novak Djokovic. You just might be taking that spot away from Carlos Alcaraz, the young Spaniard who is 20. But come now with me, let's dive into the world of football where, the transfer window still looks very open. So you need to know, I don't know the club you fan, I don't know the club you support, but one thing is certain, I don't know how well your club have really signed a player. September 1st comes to be the deadline day, and that happens to be a Thursday. Today is Tuesday, so in less than 3 days' time, or 2 days' time, you could want to say, the transfer window comes to a close, and we just might be seeing some clubs being in shambles, while some will be celebrating their sales and buys for themselves. Now, Wolverhampton Wanderers are weighing up a move for Kelechi Iheanacho. Wolves have identified Iheanacho as well as 3 other potential striker signing as a realistic late window target. The Nigerian international has also been linked to the move to Crystal Palace. Iheanacho was wasn't a key performance for Leicester City last season. Despite the club relegation from the Premier League, Iheanacho registered 8 goals and 5 assists in 35 appearances, picking up the Player of the Season prize for his club side. The 26-year-old has scored 1 goal and provided 2 assists in 5 appearances this time. The striker has less than 12 months to run on his contract and will be a free agent to negotiate a pre-contract agreement with foreign clubs from January. He cost Leicester City a reported fee of £25 million back in 2017. Still talking about transfer news, Chelsea Spanish left-back Marco Cucurella has been linked with a move to Premier League club Manchester United this current summer window. The Red Devils are currently on the lookout for a new defender after Saints Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malaysia are sidelined with injuries. Cucurella has found game time hard for himself in the club. Chelsea signed new manager Mauricio Pochettino to work with the team. Now, the 25-year-old was also linked to 2020-21 La Liga champions Atletico Madrid, though the deal fell through. Chelsea signed a lot of players during the summer window, which led to a change in the dynamic of the squad. Hence, Cucurella has deemed surplus a requirement. Cucurella joined the Blues from Premier League side Brighton and Hove Albion in the summer of 2022. He signed a 6-year contract with the club. He's yet to feature in any game for Chelsea this season, and the Blues are currently 10th in the Premier League table with 4 points from 3 games. Does this sound cool? Maybe not. But I love to talk about Chelsea. Marco Cucurella, Brighton player, brought in with a big amount of money, was exceptional under Graham Potters. Now Manchester United knows that vacuum needs to be filled up where Luke Shaw has gotten an injury, and Luke Shaw is out. So they've been managing playing Diogo Dalot, the Portuguese international, on that role. Now the club is trying to get a player who can replace Luke Shaw for now, for the meantime. Now Marco Cucurella is really not having a playing time with Chelsea, so it's ideal Chelsea might just let him go with the business. I mean, business part, it's a cool one for Chelsea if they let him go, but he was brought in with a big amount of money. So the question is, how much is Man United paying? If they're not paying enough, a player who hasn't spent up to 2 seasons, I doubt the club, Chelsea, would want to let him go. Now, for Man United, they feel to be having a fight of themselves, trying to put themselves in shape again. Manager Erik ten Hag knows he needs to work very hard to make sure that this team gets to gel well. Rasmus Højlund has been in the team. I just want to say, I think it's high time the manager, Erik ten Hag, stop deflecting off himself. He should take responsibility if the club goes down. The best game they ever had this season was the one they played last against Nottingham Forest. The 2 go down, I mean, after a short period of time, they came from behind and got it done. The 3 midfielders were amazing. Christian Eriksen, Casemiro, and Bruno Fernandes. They found the back of the net. There was no Mason Mount, and a whole lot of fans out there have been saying that Mason Mount is the reason why the team is not really living up to expectation. But that for me is not a true one, because Mason Mount has been playing deeper than he expects to play, and it's about the manager wanting to feature him in the team, maybe trying to force him to get involved in the game. I really think Mason Mount should talk about his role. But for Marco Cucurella, who happens to be a player that might be moving, Marco Cucurella at Brighton over Albion, he was good. At Chelsea, did he really play well? Maybe yes, he did, but looks not straight, like a shaky one. And right now, Chelsea performance and the way they play shows that they just might, not let him go. But let's move on to the next story now. West Ham United have announced the signing of Black Stars Ghana forward Mohamed Kudus from Eredivisie giant Ajax Amsterdam. The Hammers had to beat off competition from clubs, some of European leading top scorers, the likes of for Kudus. Now Kudus joined the Irons on a 5-year contract on undisclosed fee, becoming the club's third major summer signing. West Ham had already secured the services of former Ajax and Mexico international Edson Alvarez and England midfielder James Ward-Prowse for the club. And also moving away from that same story, let's talk about Real Madrid, who are reportedly fearful that Vinicius Jr. could be out for an extended period after he sustained an injury early in the club encounter with Celta de Vigo on Friday. The Brazilian winger pulled out after just 10 minutes of the La Liga match at first. He attempted to continue but soon gave up and was replaced by summer addition Joselu. Without the 23-year-old, Madrid struggled to create chances in the game. Carlos Ancelotti's team needed another Jude Bellingham's goal to maintain their perfect start of the season. Jude Bellingham have been great, exceptional in the team this far. Moving on away from that, let's talk about Inter Milan, the Serie A. What happened yesterday? First half goal from Denzel Dumfries and Lautaro Martinez and Inter Milan a comfortable 2-0 victory over newcomers Cagliari in a Serie A Monday game. After 21 minutes, a midfield missed shot by Cagliari gave Marcos Thuram the chance to skillfully thread the ball to Dumfries, who executed an angled drive to break the deadlock at the half-hour mark. Martinez lashed out on Federico Di Marco pass and clinically finished from close range to extend the visitors' lead. Cagliari had a golden opportunity to reduce the score in the last minute of the match through Paolo Azzi, but Inter Milan goalkeeper Jan Sommer produced a reflex save from the point, talking about the blank range, and that's just what it is for Inter Milan. How cool is Inter Milan for you? Inter Milan feels to be okay. They feel to be having a very good start. Simone Inzaghi is the manager. They've been working extremely hard. Lukaku has, well, I say he has left the club. He came alone from Chelsea, and at this point, he's lost his position in Chelsea. No jersey number for him in Chelsea. He should be leaving to Juventus, but we know the story about where he and his representative had a very bad talk behind the club, Inter Milan. That's so bad that it's affecting Lukaku at the moment. So, but for Inter Milan, getting the result yesterday means they are one of the competitors on the tournament to compete with the likes of Napoli, the Pet and the Pie, the Rossoneri, the AC Milan, the Bianconeri as well, the Juventus, and also what team again? Maybe Roma, just maybe. They will be competing for the tournament. Who will be winning the Serie A? We already know our own very Nigerian player, international Victor Osimhen, is still firing on all cylinders. But this is where I'll have to call it a wrap on the show right now. Hopefully I'll return back for you on Wednesday to give you more transfer news. But don't forget, it comes to a close in less than 2 days' time. And if your club have not signed up, you have a choice, and maybe I could say you're sitting on the long thing like the boundary rail, let's say. But this is where you need to be at all times. Don't touch it. Voice of the People Television. We've got a whole lot of interesting programs coming your way shortly. My name is KZK. Stay safe. Peace out.